So folks, just to give you an idea, force of this water, look what it done here. Twisted and broke the guardrails. There was a barn standing here. It is gone. And you got all this debris under the bridge still hanging. This is Bowlins Creek, just down a mile or so below the Bowlins Creek Baptist Church. So you don't think these houses are still under construction, folks? Right there's one. The debris piled higher than the car. We got all this sand. Now this sand was pushed up into the road and they pushed it back down toward the creek to get it out of the road, and then did a patching on the right shoulder of the road through here. Give you a little different look at this same location here. You can see they've regraded all of this so that they can flatten it out. There was an old barn that stood here, which is now gone. And this will just give you an idea from this side of the creek what we're looking at. There's an old weed eater. Piece of metal. There's no telling what's in these creeks and streams that came down through here. Yeah, they're gutting that house right there. So this side of the road had to be repaired where it washed out. And then they pushed all the debris over there off the shoulder. And here's what you see non-stop coming down through here. You can hear the Jake brake. And that's the sound of trucks running. Dump truck after dump truck after dump truck. One after another. So folks, a quick story here. I talked with the homeowner. He didn't want to go on camera or anything, but he told me his story about that night of the hurricane. He said that he had floods before that came up to about that dogwood tree right there, but nothing like this. He said that his son lived in that white house, and he said they had talked about they might need to get out of here. He said about an hour later, his son was beating on the back of the door. We got to get out of here. And he moved his Nissan that's sitting right there up on higher ground. You see it to the left. And he said they jumped in the Jeep and they drove around behind the White House and around through his other property over there on the other side of the White House. And they drove to the neighbor's house and stayed in the carport until the storm was over. When they got back, they had found that a ash tree had washed down and went through the side of the White House. Water had pushed the Chevy S10 that you see sitting there about a foot over. The other vehicle was with them. Water washed under the double wide here and blew out this end of the double wide. There was a barn standing here and it's now gone, and the only thing he could find of it was a part of the roof over here in this corner, and the rest of it he has no clue. where that barn went. The old road is gone. So we're here on Tutti Creek. You see where the road washed out and gave away. They built it back up to create a shoulder just to hold the pavement in place. See and listen to the water running down. It's moving pretty good through here. You don't think the force of water didn't move some stuff down through here? East the bottom of them tree roots out. Ate it out down through here, that's for sure. All soft too. Real soft dirt. This is the above view of Tutti Creek. You see over there, just on the other side of that branch, somebody's refrigerator laying over there. It washed down. There was a force of water that flat out come through here. And Tutti Creek dumps right into the Cane River. Well, folks, this trip's been and I took up into the mountains to see what's going on. There's still a lot of stuff destroyed, a lot of homes being repaired. There's still a lot of homes still in the same condition that they were almost a year ago. We're going to be starting something tomorrow night, folks. We hope everybody will get involved with, and that is Party in a Pan. That's going to be our weekly Thursday theme that we're going to be doing. And I wanted to go ahead and let you know that was going to be taking place. So I'm going to have a picture here that you can look at, and you can go on the registries and you'll see it. DRF, that stands for Deep River Farm, Party in a Pan. And this is the food drive for Western North Carolina to try to get the relief centers stocked up before it gets cold and snowy and just terrible weather. Now, this is to keep the folks in Western North Carolina from having to, it might be a long walk for them to go to the relief center. Here's what we don't want to happen. We don't want folks going to the relief center, made it all that way, and then they get there looking for food and they come out with a bar of soap and a plastic spoon because there's not enough stuff there to make a complete meal. It'd be like going to pick up stuff for breakfast and getting a box of cereal and no milk. So this is something that we're going to talk about tomorrow night, but we want to go ahead and bring it to you tonight so you'll be looking for it tomorrow night, Party in a Pan, and we're going to explain a little more detail what that's going to encompass. I appreciate you joining me today here, folks, at Deep River Farm. as we've been up in the area of Burnsville and Pensacola on 197, looking at stuff and seeing what has taken place, some of the repairs that's went on, and a lot of people still can't access their houses, and they're still standing on the other side of the river with no way to get to them to fix it. It's a big problem. And where are those folks living? Who knows? They could be in those houses and we don't know it. And you know, they're relying on the relief centers. They've already said they're seeing more people than they've ever seen, and people that they've never seen before showing up to get food. Y'all have a blessed day. Continue to pray for Western North Carolina and those families that are still homeless up there, that are just trying to scrape by till they can get their bridges fixed so they can repair their homes.